Good morning, market snipers. This is Jesse. Welcome back. 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, right on the dot. Here we go. Remember, tomorrow is going to be a shorter version on Friday, and tomorrow will be at 8 a.m. for the first time ever because I have an appointment to go to. So 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, probably about 30 minutes. We're going to keep it lightning quick and fast over there for tomorrow. So definitely tune in for that. And today is our 11th consecutive live stream in a row that the stock market has been open. Our previous streak was 75. We missed it because of the day after Christmas. We were traveling back from Arizona. So that's that. Don't forget to smash a like. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button and help me help you help me, and we'll get this going today. So what happened, right? Well, we laid out these 4 longer term targets on Bitcoin 12 months ago, right? So a quick recap on the more of the macro side of it or the longer term side of it, right? We were talking about prices oversold back here. We talked about that there could be bullish divergence in the future, and meaning lower prices, right? And then November, we called out longer term bullish divergence. And then the ship was starting to turn around. And we talked about this even back in the Discord, the Twitter X app, long before we started these live streams, right? And we were doing video updates in the Discord, all that stuff. We were talking about it could take weeks, if not months, to kind of play out. And then we were talking about at 16,800 on January 3rd. I posted on January 3rd or January 4th, posted on the Twitter X app, also posted in Discord January 3rd. Looks like we might be breaking out of this downward wedge, right? So this downward wedge, we're talking about how it could be breaking out 16,800, where I bought with leverage back there based off the daily chart. And then that next week, we were talking about how Bitcoin could be breaking out of the wedge, and it was starting to be a pending buy signal on the weekly chart back in January 2023. And back then, that's when we mapped out 4 longer term targets, right? So 4 longer term targets. The 4th target was just hit. And so now what, right? So now what? Now that we've gone 12 months and hit all 4 longer term targets, is that it? Or are we going to the moon, right? That's the question we all want to know, right? Are we going to the moon? Well, definitely check out that last video that I put out on YouTube last night and the free newsletter. Definitely go check it out over there. You can find it on my main Twitter page, or you can go over here, go to the website, and you can subscribe to the free indicator newsletter over there. And I did a full write-up on it yesterday, and I did a video on it as well. So you can definitely go find it over there on the free newsletter and stuff. So if you like charts like we do, this is what I say, then you'll definitely want to follow us on Twitter X app, the free newsletter, these live streams, and of course the Discord, where all the magic happens over there, in my opinion, with the like-minded community, all working together as a sniper team would, and do our very best to sniper these markets together. So if it was easy, everybody would do it. And so we just do the best that we can. And we just got to take a moment here and celebrate the win of 48,600-ish, right? So there was a confluence area over here. It wasn't just one target. It was multiple targets lined up for this 4th target to be had. And then we hit it, right? And then upon hitting it, it's starting to reverse back down. So what's next, right? What is next? Well, we want to take a look at it, and let's drop down to the daily chart. And just a reminder, right? Just a quick replay. Prices oversold on the daily chart. Prices had bullish divergence. Then there's reverse candle, higher low, and price takes off to the upside, right? We know that. We cover it every day on the live streams, right? We cover it on videos. We cover it on the charts. We get that. But we want to stay in the rhythm of like recapping what's happening and get back and make sure we're in the flow, right? So after that last buy signal, price is overbought. There was a reverse candle, no lower high confirmed. Price takes off to the upside. We talked about it. We covered it on the live streams in real time all the way back here. Overbought again, additional bearish divergence, lower high not confirmed, no sell signals. There was pending sell signals. Looked like it wanted to keep pushing up, right? Additional bearish divergence, another reversal candle, right? Fake out to the downside. We have this drawn out back here, right? I think a lot of people had this drawn out. So we had this drawn out back here as well. And there was a fake out to the upside. We calling it out. Is it a fake out or a breakout? Broke back down, fake out to the downside, and then starts to push back up, right? So now that it's hit the fourth longer term target, what else are we seeing on here, right? What else are we seeing on here? We still have bearish divergence, right? We still have bearish divergence. And it's quite possible that we end up having bearish divergence on the weekly chart as well. Way too early to call it, right? Way too early to call it. But if price closes up here on the weekly chart and RSI closes lower at, say, 79, RSI was at 84, right? That would put in bearish divergence on the weekly chart as well. And that could signal a weekly chart reversal for the next possible buy the dip scenario. So we're not talking about Bitcoin going to zero. We're not talking about Bitcoin going to $100,000 tomorrow. We're not talking about Bitcoin going to the moon. And we're definitely not talking about Bitcoin going to zero. What we're talking about is that there is bearish divergence on the daily chart. It's quite possible, way too early to call it. It is quite possible that this weekly candle, if it puts in a big wick like that, again, we still have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday before the weekly candle is closed. It could close all the way up here, and all of this bearish divergence on the weekly chart talk would be for nothing, right? But we're mapping it out in real time. We're mapping it out in ahead of time, saying, hey, we're watching for this. Not only that the weekly chart is overbought, it could possibly put in bearish divergence as well. It could remain diverged for much longer than what most people think, but that it is pretty far extended away from the trending dots on the weekly chart at 39,000. If you move over the monthly chart, it's pretty far extended away. The trending dots on the monthly chart is at 29,000. So whether you follow the trending dots or the moving averages, whatever it is, it's going to eventually let the moving averages catch up, whether it's consolidation sideways, whether there's a retracement. There's usually a reversion of the means, right? If you pull a rubber band out far enough one way to the left, just like Bollinger Bands, you pull it out one way too far to the left, not only does it come back to the middle, it comes back the other way, and then eventually finds its happy medium in the middle, whatever you want to call it, right? Stretches too far to the upside. Not only does it come back to the middle, it's possible that it comes back down lower, and then you got that next buy the dip scenario. We covered it. We talked about it on the YouTube video last night. Did a deeper dive, 15 minutes. So we'll spare you going through that again. Just go check out that video. Smash that like button over there and share it with family and friends if you want to, and your social media over there to help out the algorithm. So with that, this is the weekly chart. A couple other things we want to point out, right? It's not all happy, right? So yes, we got to celebrate our wins, but we got to get right back to it, right? If we fall asleep at the wheel now, look out. If we fall asleep at the wheel now, look out, right? So yes, we got to pat ourselves on the back. Calling this out at the bottom, we didn't know for sure. We never said there's a guarantee, right? We never said there's a guarantee. We laid out 4 targets. We hoped that the targets would get hit. We signaled it off. Target 1, target 2, target 3, and then finally hit target 4, right? We don't have a magic crystal ball. We just know that key sniper targets get hit over and over and over again, whether it's target 1, target 2, target 3, or target 4. And it is a rare occasion that no targets get hit, right? It's never a guarantee. here we are. So pat ourselves on the back real quick, and then let's not fall asleep at the wheel. We hit 4 out of 4 targets. We dropped down to the daily chart. If we still have a lot of time before the daily candle closes. If the candle were to close like this, that is a very bearish looking candle, in my opinion. It would pump all the way up to $49,000, and this is starting to look bearish, right? Way too early to say. There was a bearish reverse candle. There's several candles that look bearish along the way and doesn't turn out to be anything. It's an awareness. We're keeping our finger on the pulse. We are making sure we don't fall asleep at the wheel. We do know that there is bearish divergence, and we do know that it is a possibility that the bearish divergence gets cleared out. And we do know that if it does, we could see Bitcoin back below $40,000. We could see Bitcoin back below $36,000. And it's possible we see Bitcoin back to as low as $30,000, right? For the next buy the dip opportunity. We're not talking about zero. We're not talking about $100,000 Bitcoin. We're talking about we just smashed longer term target 4, and it's possible we see the next buy the dip scenario because overbought, bearish divergence. We had a great run, and of course, what better way to pull the rug than after ETF approval of 11 ETFs. So we'll see if it works out or not. We'll see if it happens. We did cover exactly what we thought on the videos and the live streams since a month ago, right? So a month ago, we laid out 2 scenarios. One, it just retraces, and the other one, it comes up, hits this target, and then retraces, right? So of course, there's a scenario 3 that it could just go straight to the moon, or scenario 4 that goes to 0. But there are 2 main scenarios. Was it would find support, hit target 4 first, and then correct, right? Could MicroStrategy be a leading indicator, right? That's what we want to know. Could MicroStrategy be a leading indicator? It's possible, right? We talked about this to the upside. We talked about MicroStrategy and Grayscale seemed like they were kind of leading the way to the upside, hitting target 3, hitting target 2, hitting longer term target 4 first, right? And then Bitcoin was kind of doing it afterwards. Well, here we are, right? This is the daily chart. MicroStrategy had bearish divergence, right? Wicked all the way up to $728, let's call it. If you round it up, it'd be $729 if you round it up. Let's just call it 728, right? Then there is what looks like a possible lower high, right? And then price broke down on the trending dots, and price broke down from this upward trend line, and we drew out the 4 shorter term targets. It hit target 1, it hit target 2, and now there's a confluence area at target 3 as well. That price could be breaking down. There was a sell signal a couple of days ago. And oh, by the way, Michael Saylor sold what I believe. I didn't actually look up the SEC filings myself, but someone posted the SEC filings on Twitter, and it looked legit, right? So I looked at it, and it said that Michael Saylor did sell about $200 million worth of MicroStrategy stock back on January 4th, right? And since then, it's just been trending downward, right? So, but before he even sold, is he watching the videos? Is he watching the live streams? Are his people watching the Market Sniper videos and live streams that we're talking about, hitting target 3, hitting target 4 longer term? There's bearish divergence, right? Are they watching the live streams? Because right after the bearish divergence, and then right after this nasty wick candle up here, price gaps down, right? Pumps back up. Looks like possible lower high could be put in, right? And then Michael Saylor sold over $200 million. Whether he puts that into Bitcoin or not, drop the mic, dropping it, drop the mic. Too early for that. Did he watch the videos and the live streams? And if so, wow, he's watching them for free. Remember, this is all free, right? So I doubt he's in the Discord. I doubt he has time for that. But here we are. Possible lower high starts to break down, and now after the sell signal kind of pumped back up, still below the trailing dots. And MicroStrategy is breaking down as we speak, and it's trending towards target 3, right? So if that were to happen to Bitcoin as well, target 3 would probably be around like $36,000 if I did an eyeball test. And if it comes all the way down to target 4 above the 200-week moving average, right? Then Bitcoin would probably be right around that $30,000 to $32,000, maybe 34,000. Just quick eyeball test. Currently, from $728, is currently down 27% on MicroStrategy, right? So what do we talk about all the time? Expect retracements along the way for crypto. Crypto saw a 30 to 40% correction. Some of them, like TRB, had a 70% correction, right? It ended up being an 84% correction on TRB so far, right? Massive moves to the downside. Bitcoin, we expect 20%, 30%. And we've seen Bitcoin corrections even within the last couple of years go 40% or more corrections. And of course, the bear market, we don't count that, but that was over 70%. It was like 75% or 77% correction from the all-time wick down to the $15,500 low. So MicroStrategy breaking down in real time, right? Bitcoin back below and back down to $46,000. Don't forget to take profits along the way. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only. And obviously, hopefully you find a little bit of entertainment along the way. So don't fall asleep at the wheel. We knocked out the 4th target here. MicroStrategy is breaking down, right? Hard, right? Bitcoin. Could Bitcoin be next? It's possible, right? It's possible. So what would that look like? If we looked at it from here on this pivot point here, we're probably looking at like, just the eyeball test, right? We can map it out in the Discord, all that stuff. But, probably like, target 1, right? Probably target 2, target 3, and then target 4. Very similar to MicroStrategy, right? Very similar to MicroStrategy. So if it comes down like this, right? Puts in that lower high, wherever that is, and then comes down, right? Comes down. This is probably where MicroStrategy is right here, right? In the process, trending down to target 3, right? And then will it find support and bounce? And that would be that next buy the dip scenario. Or it comes down like this, right? The lower high, hits target 3, maybe even target 4 along the way for that next buy the dip scenario. So that's Bitcoin. That's MicroStrategy is breaking down. Gold, we've been talking about it. We've been covering it. There's bearish divergence, a sell signal just the other day breaking down. We talked about silver, right? Silver was leading the way, a lower high, sell signal right there. Boom. And then it's back below the 200-week moving average. I put this out on the Twitter X app a while ago. I put it out back here on January 3rd. I believe it was January 3rd. Silver came back and retested the 200-week moving average. And I said, what if gold also does a round trip back to the 200-week moving average, similar to silver? What if Bitcoin came all the way back to the 200-week moving average, similar to silver? I'm not saying it's going to happen. And then I said, what if Apple comes all the way back to the 200-week moving average, because it's never even retested the 200-week moving average in a couple of years, right? So it's all a possibility. So that's silver. Had a sell signal, lower high, broke back down, and multiple closes back below the 200-week moving average, right? Bitcoin back below $46,000 for a brief moment, right? Let's keep going. Ethereum pumped all the way up to almost $2,700, right? Is Ethereum going to go up and hit this longer-term target up here, right? This is longer-term target 2. This is longer-term target 3. We still have a question mark. Is Ethereum going to pump up and hit that not too shortly after Bitcoin did? And is it possible it pumps all the way up to target 4, similar to Bitcoin, right? It's possible. So Bitcoin not only hit target 2, it hit target 3, and then hit target 4. Will Ethereum also hit target 3 and hit target 4? We don't know yet, right? If so, Ethereum would be all the way up to $3,400. Sand, right? Came all the way back down in this correction, hit 4 of the 4 shorter term targets to the downside, had a reverse candle, pending buy signal. A higher probability is if it breaks out of this downward trend line from there. That's why we have the arrow there. That is sand, mana, reversal, reversal. No pending buy signal yet. Higher probability of the breakout is obviously above this downward trend line and a buy signal, and price gets back above the trending dots. Just be aware that if Bitcoin's breaking down, if the NASDAQ is breaking down, this could all be sold off, right? So just be aware it could possibly be sold off as well. Chainlink hit multiple targets to the downside, reversal candle, broke out, buy signal back above the trading dots. Just as a caution, just be cautious with these breakouts, right? These are buy the dip scenarios, but make sure you have your stop losses in place because it's crypto and it's wild. And if Bitcoin does break down similar to MicroStrategy, right? If it does break down similar to the Bitcoin miners and stuff, look at the Bitcoin miners just starting to bleed out, 18.5% down for Marathon Digital. Don't forget to take profits along the way, folks. It's not up only. It's not down only. This is swing trading. It's a swing trading game, and the market snipers are living in it, right? Swing trading is the name of the game, and that's where we're at. Whether it's shorter term or longer term, that's up to you. You have to decide. DOT hit 2 targets to the downside. We call this out as a possible double wick bottom, right? Could be putting in a low here, started reverse back around, buy signal, back above the trading dots, broke out of this downward trend line, and it is currently still bullish. We're just going to remain cautious. We are going to remain cautious because there's still lower targets to the downside, and it hasn't made a higher high yet, right? It hasn't made a higher high. So if you did take this breakout, just remember, stop losses in. Remember, it's not up only. Remember, Bitcoin could be breaking down. We don't know yet. It has broken down and retraced $3,000 so far, right? So far, what a nasty daily candle it would be if it closes like that. Near hit 1 target to the downside so far. Looked like it was finding bottom. Another double wick bottom over here. Buy signal, trying to battle back up, but it could be putting in a lower high. Remember, this is the higher probability out here. It could just be put in a lower high and come back down like this, right? Comes down, lower high, comes down, lower high, right? Maybe more targets. And then that could be the next possible buy the dip scenario for near. We don't know yet whether it's down here, here, right? Just be cautious. If you took this buy here, just make sure you got your stop losses in. Not financial advice. Here we go. Solana just missed this longer term target, right? Missed it. Missed these targets to the downside. We don't know yet, right? We don't know yet. It's too early to say. The next possible buy the dip scenario hasn't even retraced to hit these shorter term targets. Just missed this longer term target. Solana's all over the place, right? Cardano came up, hit the 200-week moving average, got rejected again, broke back down, hit 2 of the 4 targets to the downside. Reversal candle, starting to pump back up. What if it's just a lower high and comes back down? If so, right, we'll be cautious. But that would be the next buy the dip scenario after that. So it's cautious. If you took this buy signal and breakout, make sure your stop loss is in. Make sure you can try to move it to break even at a certain point. And then that way it's a risk-free trade, right? We like to be risk-free as soon as possible. Of course, give it some breathing room, right? This is what we always talk about in recorded coaching and the old live coaching that we used to do. It's all recorded, 60 plus hours over there. We talk about this a lot. Let it breathe a little bit so you don't get wicked out while the high leverage games get played out on the shorter time frames. But then once it starts getting a little bit past, move it to break even because it's a wild animal. You might be sleeping and then you get taken out of your position. So that is Cardano, not financial advice. Matic, Could be finding support of the 200 moving average. We talked about it, covered it. Double wick bottom over here. Buy signal back above the trailing dots. It's possible this is the breakout, right? But it could also be putting in a lower high. You're not fully in the clear until it starts closing back above $1 over there. And then, of course, another milestone over there is $1.03. NVIDIA, ultra bullish on the daily chart, ultra bullish on the weekly chart. We covered this. We talked about it. Abercrombie and Fitch hit this target over here after making a former all-time high. We even put this out on the Bitcoin chart as a long-term play over there. Abercrombie and Fitch, target 2. Will NVIDIA come over and hit that? I don't know. It's possible. Abercrombie and Fitch, aka ANF, former high, longer term target 1, target 2 went parabolic. If ANF can do it in 2023, if NVIDIA is doing it in 2023 and 2024, can Bitcoin do it in end of 2024, possibly 2025? It's possible, right? But expect pullbacks along the way. That's what we're expecting. On to the Bitcoin miners over here, right? Bitcoin miners. We talked about this and covered it. Wow. We got to just, every once in a while, we just got to say, wow, right? We draw out these crazy chart ideas, right? We draw out these crazy chart ideas and we just got to say, wow. We covered this on the live stream. It was starting to, back down here. We said, what if it comes down here, puts in a higher low, comes up, puts in a lower high, even fake out to the upside, right? Fake out to the upside, smash right back down. I thought it would be like here, the lower high, went all the way back up to 339. And these retracements, I put out this possible retracement as like an eyeball test, right? If I would have drawn this out, it would have hit a key sniper target area and then reverse straight back down. So we drew this out on the live streams. You can go back and double check it. We drew this out in the live streams, and on Bit Farms, it hit that, and now it's just breaking back down, right? So the next possible buy the dip scenario, right? The next possible buy the dip scenario. We don't know if it's going to hit here. Of course, along the way, it could go like this, right? Kind of go through the bottoming phase like that. Could take a couple months to play out. I would expect it to take a couple months to play out. I wouldn't expect it just to be a quick down and straight back up, but it is possible, right? It is possible. But if you look at the Bitcoin miners, you see it pumps hard and fast, and then it goes through a consolidation period of a couple months, right? Hit 4 targets to the downside, hit 4 targets to the upside, hit longer term target. It hit hard and pumped fast, right? Pumped hard and pumped fast. Now it goes through a correction, puts in another possible higher low before the Bitcoin halving, and then maybe comes out after that. Bitfarms, that's Bitfarms. CLSK, same thing. Bearish divergence, reverse candle, looking like the lower high. Back tested the trailing dots, breaking down hard. Marathon Digital, they're all going to start to look the same. Bearish divergence, lower high. Are they telling us something? Bitcoin down 1.82% today after pumping up hard to $49,000. It is looking like a reversal, folks. It is looking like a reversal. It's too early to say, though. Too early to say. Woo, we got a lot of comments. And let's just take a quick breath. We're at 28 minutes. Let's take a quick breath. Caesar, welcome back to the channel. Good afternoon, Jesse. Welcome back, my man. And Discord member over there. Aldo, good morning. Looking forward to looking at the 5-minute time frame. Yep, I posted a 5-minute chart time frame with a reverse candle. And just for fun, right? Myrna, good morning. Long time market sniper queen over there. More than 1 year in the Discord. Long time market sniper queen. Lawrence, what up, Lawrence? Welcome back. Hi, everyone. Welcome back, Javier. Happy Thursday, market snipers. Javier, welcome back. Targets, boom. Smash the like for our man, Jesse. Thank you, Javier. I appreciate that. Wes Diddy, one of my longtime closest friends. We made him an usher at the wedding. Wes Diddy. If you have your mortgage needs, my man, and I met him in the mortgage business back in 2015. He was a cocky, overconfident. That's probably why I liked him so much. He comes rolling into the office looking to get a job and move his team over to the company that I was working at, and he had his amazing suit on. I remember him coming in, you know, had so much swagger, West Diddy, and he had no socks in his dress shoes. And I was like, I don't like that, but I liked everything else. So my man, West Diddy, we hit it off and been close friends ever since. 4K mods, buy 49,000, sell in 45K, my favorite strategy. Boom. 4K mods, welcome back. G Rod, good morning, all. Good morning, G Rod. 4K mods, BTC, yep, made it to a live RB. Awesome. RB is a part of the replay crew. Good to see you back, RB. Made it to the live. Awesome. But we need you on the replay crew too. Smash that like, smash the subscribe button. Nick McKelvey, good morning. Welcome back, Nick. Always a big supporter on Twitter X app. I appreciate you, Nick. Or afternoon. It's been a long morning. Yep. Joel, the GOAT, my man. Coinbase platform sucks, not just the fees, but the order fills have this huge spread. I sold some around 48,600 and filled. Yeah, so huge spread plus fees. Robinhood, no fees. Okay, yep, got it. Tesla John, welcome back to the channel. Brendan Southern, were you on advanced trade? Oh, he's asking Tesla John, way to help each other out. No, just regular Coinbase, not pro. Yeah, I probably want to do that. Advanced trade is free. Yep, I get good fills in advance. Yep, you want to be over there. I agree. Good afternoon. Way to help each other out. That's what it's all about in this community, is helping each other out, mapping it out, doing the best that we can, taking profits along the way. Why? So we can buy back lower with more Bitcoin, right? With more crypto assets, with more stock of Bitcoin miners. That's why we do it. That's why we do this every single day. We're not just buying holders. And if you bought one Bitcoin and you didn't sell the top at 61,000 like I did, your one Bitcoin today is still at 45,800, right? You could have had $60,000, then buying back at 16,800, you could have tripled your Bitcoin. And so 3 Bitcoins today at $45,000, you can do the math. It's a lot higher than, say, one Bitcoin that was at 65,000, but you were afraid of selling, and now it's only worth 45,000. So you could have triple that right now, right? So that's why we do it every single day. Julie Ferris, everyone's got their own strategy, right? It's not for everybody. Julie Ferris, QQQ, please. You got it. We're going to cover it. We're going to just taking a quick breath here. Not really, because I'm going a mile, 100 miles an hour. Tesla John, thanks, Brandon. How much monthly for that? It is free. Yep. Good morning, everyone. Pancho Guerrera, welcome back. Welcome back. Coinbase screws over the customers, people that sell them pay platform gifts. Yeah, got it. All right, let's get back into it. Here's the Bitcoin miners just selling off. These are eyeball test targets. I've been doing this far too long. These were eyeball test targets. All three of the 4 hit so far. Bearish divergence, lower high, another pending sell signal, crashing down, right? Crashing down, right? So let's switch gears and go over to UNG, right? Let's go over to UNG. Talk about the breakout on natural gas, United States Natural Gas Fund, buy signal, right? Pumped all the way up to $6.89. Was looking like a possible back test, right? Whether it's coming back down the trading dots or not, possible back test, and could be pushing up. So we will see. NASDAQ, we call this out. We talked about this. You can go back to the live streams, double check it. We called out bearish divergence. We talked about, is that a local top for as of right now? Started breakdown. We had candle close below the trading dots, candle close below the upward trend line, right? Broke down, hit target 1, sell signal. We talked about this on the live streams. Looks like it could be finding bottom as of right now. And then it could be pumped back up, put in a lower high, right? And it did. I didn't move anything. I didn't move any of the targets. I didn't move any of the play out, right? This is what we talked about in real time. Bearish divergence, hit target 1. The higher probability of a reversal is a lower high, right? And here we are. That would be a nasty bearish candle right? If you're into that sort of thing, right? That would be a nasty bearish candle. And that would probably line up with a lower high and the higher probability that we're coming down to hit target 2, possibly target 3, possibly target 4. And then we have it mapped out. Is it the next buy the dip scenario? Or if it doesn't find support at target 4, then we've got lower prices to the downside. So it's already mapped out in advance. We're doing this with foresight. We're not doing this in hindsight. This is the NASDAQ. We had bearish divergence, breakdown, target 1, found support, could be a possible lower high. Trending dots are red, still trending down, possible lower high. We'll find out if it comes down, hits lower targets from there. SP 500 on the lower time frame had a rising wedge, right? Had bearish divergence on the daily candle, lower low, took out this pivot here, lower low, possible lower high. This candle is looking bearish, right? Looking bearish over here on the daily chart. None of the targets have been hit to the downside yet, right? The NASDAQ's already hit target 1 to the downside so far. Dow Jones is going to look very similar, right? Map this out. Map this out. Took that short, right? Took that short. And here we are, right? Here we are. Took that short, called it out. And from there, even came all the way back. Didn't ever take out the stop loss. Looks like a lower high. We talked about the NASDAQ and we talked about the SP 500 and we talked about the Russell 2000 already took out this pivot low. That's why we have this purple line here. And that is like, you know, we kind of mapped this out that the Dow Jones hadn't. So is it lagging time-wise? Here we are on the 4-hour chart, pending sell signal. The daily candle is looking bearish, right? And then we have 4 bigger term targets to the downside from there. Don't say, I told you so. Just say, you know, here we are. Russell 2000, pending sell signal on the daily chart, already hit target 1, lower high, took out this pivot here. Target 2 is coming into play. The dollar, we talked about this. We covered it. We covered it. We covered it. Would this put in a higher low, right? Pending buy signal, breakout on the dollar. It's a lot of I told you so's today. Woo, woo. Doesn't always work out. Hi, everyone. Been catching the replay. Awesome, Rick. Rick's Moneymakers Helton, Discord member over there. Longtime supporter. Longtime supporter over there on Twitter X app. Smash those likes. Let's help Jesse help us help him. Yes. Thanks, Rick. I appreciate that. Jesse, what's an area of support you're looking at if Bitcoin were to break down further? I can't tell on the mobile where your eyeball drawings went to the possible next buy the dip scenario. Tesla John, definitely go check out that last video from yesterday and check out the free newsletter, right? Go check out the free newsletter. Go check out the last video. Kind of did the eyeball test over there. And check out previous videos. And I'll probably do another one as well. And then, of course, in the Discord, I put out all the exact details over there without the target boxes, with the actual real targets over there, and more commentary and more thoughts of my overall thought process. So we're going to save the real details over there, of course, right? There's a paywall, $29 a month. It's massive. It's massive paywall. It was a pending buy signal, right? But it hasn't closed yet with the buy signal. And now there's no longer a buy signal on the dollar. So we will see. Top possible breakout. We pointed this out a long time ago. 10-year yield, pending buy signal, breakout, buy signal, come back, another buy signal, right? VIX, a low, a higher low. We talked about this yesterday. Another possible higher low. We even posted this and charted this. It could be another possible higher low, right? So a low, higher low, another possible higher low, starting to trend back up. We will see on the VIX. Kind of lines up with everything that we're talking about. Natural gas, still bullish on the daily chart, right? On the natural gas futures. Woo, rock and roll. Let's take a look at the Magnificent Seven real quick. Let's jump over the Magnificent Seven. NVIDIA. We talked about that already. Meta, I think it is making all-time high. Nope, still hasn't made all-time highs, but still bullish. Let's jump over the weekly chart. Still ultra bullish on the weekly chart over there on Meta. Amazon, still bullish as of right now. Microsoft, still bullish on the weekly chart. Tesla, pending sell signal on the weekly chart, right? Will it come back down to the 200-week moving average similar to silver? It's possible, right? Let's look at the daily chart. The daily chart had bearish divergence. There was a reversal candle, additional bearish divergence, reversal candle, started to break down, sell signal, and it's coming back down. We put out this eyeball test. This is probably right around target 4, probably pretty close to target 4. Could come all the way back down there. Retest 200 moving average. We will see on Tesla. Apple down 1% today. Had bearish divergence, lower high, breakdown, was getting oversold, reverse candle, came back up, let the trending dots catch up. We talked about as possible lower high gets put in and fills this gap, right? But doesn't mean it couldn't break down first. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out on Apple here. Will it put in a lower high up here, come back up, and then come back down? We'll see. We will see. Too early to say. Google down almost 1%. That's a nasty daily candle, pumped all the way up to almost 147 over there. And if it closes back below, 142.45, that would even be a bearish engulfing candle, right? If it closes back below here, it would be a bearish engulfing candle over there on Google. Let's see. In the comments, we got anything else over there? Any requests that we want to take a look at today? Let's see. We'll kind of scan through, see if anything else kind of jumps out at us. SQQQ, the inverse, right? I know Myrna was following that over there. Myrna, SQQQ. Let's kind of pull that up over here. SQQQ. It's the leverage shares, Pro Shares Ultra Pro Short. It's a 3x leverage ETF, right? So it's possible that this is a low. It was getting oversold. It's possible it's low. It's possible this is a higher low, similar to the NASDAQ putting in a lower high. We'll see. Trending dots are green. It could possibly get back over it, right? Could be putting in that higher low, like you said. It already had a MACD bullish crossover. We will see. We will see. Can you take a look at SoFi? Yeah, you got it, DJ Jackman. We can look at SoFi. Let's circle back. Let's take a look at any other requests first. If there's any other requests, we'll jump into the requests now. The second half of the live stream. The first half of the live stream, we always dive in the charts deeply, heavily, quickly. We rock and roll. And then the second half, we answer questions. We go through the comments, and we'll chart your requests, right? Just make sure to put in whether it's crypto, stocks, Forex, futures, whatever it is. Are you in a long position, short position? So we can talk about it in greater detail over there. So let's see if there's any other ones. If not, we'll come back to SoFi, or we'll do SoFi right now. So let's see if there's any. QQQ, we covered that one. Jewelry Affairs, we covered it. All right, SoFi it is. Let's do SoFi. I don't see any other requests right now. SoFi down 2.83%, right? So if you look at it here, based off the daily chart, had that buy signal at $7.34, pumped all the way up. I can tell you without telling you, there's bearish divergence, right? Yep, there's bearish divergence. The indicator is not picking it up as of right now. Hold on. Time out. Need a sip of water. Woo, 43 minutes straight. Let's rock and roll. I can tell you there was bearish divergence. It was getting oversold, as the candles are telling you. The magic wand, right? Overbought. Also, AKA magic wand. Sometimes when the magic happens, then there's bearish divergence. The indicator is not picking it up, but if I change the inputs over there, I go to settings and I change the inputs, then it most likely will pick it up. We had a MACD bearish crossover. Also on the indicator as well, lets you know when there's a pending MACD bullish or bearish crossover. I just don't have it on here. Otherwise, the chart would clutter it up for the, we had a gap down sell signal. If the trend's going to continue downwards, you'd expect a lower high at some point. Is this going to be a lower high? It's possible. Is this a bear flag? Possible. Just bearish as of right now on SoFi daily chart. You look at the weekly chart, right? It's possible this was a high. This is a lower high. Reverse the candle. It's sitting right on the trending dots. It's possible to find support, right? It's at a pivotal point on the weekly chart. It could find support. DJ Jackman. On the weekly chart, it's right on the hover. It's still currently bullish since that last buy signal at 783. It's sitting on the trending dots. It could find support and then kind of turn out like that, right? So if you kind of zoom out there, it's still currently bullish, and it's probably hit target 1, possibly target 2. There's still a target 3 and target 4. Could take some time to play out though. That is a lower, looking like a lower high with a reverse candle, but doesn't mean this is also a higher low, right? So it's at a pivotal point on the weekly chart. So I keep an eye on it, and then based off of the daily chart, it'd be that next. What is that next buy the dip scenario? Here it is. I'm going to map it out for you in real time, right? That's the next possible buy the dip scenario. I would go like this, icons, put that arrow over here, not a red one, but a green one. We'll switch it over there in real time for you. And that's how we do it, right? That's how we do it. That's how we stay neutral. That's how we map it out. You know, if you're taking buys and then you see bearish divergence and it's getting overbought, you have to know what your strategy is. Are you taking profit, right? Then there's a sell signal, comes down, retraces, and we do it all over again. Swing trading. Boom. Himanshu Patel. Hopefully I said that correctly. Sorry if I didn't. Jesse, thank you for sharing the knowledge. It's my first and already liking it. Can you look stock arm and twill? Awesome. First time on the live stream. Awesome. Welcome aboard. Good to see you here. A lot of snipers have been following me for 2.5 years over on Twitter. Discord's been around almost 2 years now. We're coming in our second year, but it's awesome to see new people. We will definitely chart it for you. Thank you for letting me know stock arm. All right, let's take a look at stock arm. We're going to look at it for you right now. ARM Holdings, NASDAQ. Let's take a look at it. So it's still currently bullish on the daily chart, but here's the thing on ARM Holdings, PLC on the NASDAQ. It was getting overbought. I don't see any bearish divergence. It was picking up bearish divergence back here, but RSI made a new higher high. Could this be a lower high and come back for retracement? That was such a massive move up, Himanshu Patel, from that buy signal all the way up 47%. So if it does go through retracement, this is looking like a lower high after this high here, right? It's starting to break back down. Could see a sell signal in the near future. This looks like target 1, target 2, target 3, target 4, right? So it's possible it comes down, puts in a lower high, target 2, target 3, target 4, and then comes out for the next possible buy the dip scenario. That's how I would map it out. That's how I'd watch it. That's what I'd be waiting for. If I were in it, if I were a swing trader and I took this buy and I got out and took profits, right, as a swing trader, and now there's a lower high, then I'd be waiting for that next buy the dip scenario, wherever that is, however it plays out. That's what I would personally be doing. Obviously not financial advice, do your own research. Now for the other one, TWLO. I think I covered this one for other people in the past. Looks almost identical, right? Looks almost identical, overbought, and then a sneaky lower high here, right? And then sell signal broke down, lower high. Seems like lower prices are coming in, right? From the buy signal all the way up to there, 40% move, possible lower high, breakdown. Looks like another lower high possibility. Of course, it would have to take out there to confirm it, but it's trending down. It's looking bearish, and the same thing, right? It looks like target 1, possibly target 2, 3, 4. There's a little gap there. There's a little tiny gap there, and so it'd be the next possible buy the dip scenario. However that plays out, that's what I'd be watching and waiting for it over there. Me personally, again, not financial advice. However that works out, could even put in a couple fake outs, put in higher lows on the way down. And that would be a higher probability reversal on Twilio Inc. Hope that helps, Himanshu. Thanks for smashing the like button. Thanks for smashing the subscribe button. And welcome aboard. Myrna, yup, SQQQ. I knew you were looking at it. LTCN, longed at 9.8. didn't take profit, holding. Ooh, Morris. Ooh. I love that. I love those gifts out there over on Twitter X app where there's like, ooh. Oh man, Morris. DJ Jackman, thanks. You got it. You got it. Mala, long time market sniper queen in the Discord since day one. What are you at now, Mala? Are you at 23 months in the Discord or 22 months in the Discord? I think it was early March 2022. Mala, longtime market sniper queen over there. We've got a couple of longtime market sniper queens still in the Discord over there. You pronounced it correctly. Yes. Boom. Finally. Finally. I apologize in advance. That's why Aldo misspells my name on purpose all the time to keep the balance out there. I'm not good with pronunciations. It's not my strong point. My strong love language is charts, and everything else after that is suspect, right? So, can you check A, B, and B? You got it. A, B, and B. Mala, long time market sniper queen over there. Airbnb. I kind of miss my Airbnb. I kind of miss it. It was a lot of extra work, but it was fulfilling work. And we sold in what I thought was the peak of the real estate market for Airbnb and stuff. We sold 2021 when I cashed out because it was the cash out on my Airbnb cabin rental up in Big Bear, Southern California, Big Bear. We could cash out 17 years of net rental income, right? I had to do it. I had to do it. So I cashed out my Airbnb, Big Bear, but I do miss it. I do miss going up there and pretending like I was a handyman. I do miss having, a getaway once per month for the weekend. We'd go up there, but we'll get another second home. We're just waiting for the market to come back down a little bit. We'll see how it works out. But we had to stockpile that cash and cash out over there. So Airbnb, here we are, right? Pumped up, had that buy signal over there, right? Buy signal and pumped up 18%, right? It was looking like a little bit of bearish divergence right there, Mala. It's not coming up on the indicator, but if we change the settings, it probably would. But it's getting overbought, right? And then right there's slight bearish divergence, right? Slight bearish divergence. If you follow the RSI down there. And sometimes what I've pointed out in the past is that it's a little bit easier to see. If you don't have the indicator, you can see the peaks right there, a little bit different. Very sneaky, right? Very sneaky, possible bearish divergence, letting you know. And then the breakdown, basically your confirmation back below the trending dots, breaking down from a trend line, right? If you draw the trend line, draw it out like that, right? Is this going to be a lower high, right? It's possible it puts in a lower high, but there was a buy signal back above the trending dots. It's teetering there. It's teetering there as of right now. We will see if that's going to put in a lower high or not. Currently bullish on the daily chart. Currently back above the trending dots. So it's possible, right? It's possible it's putting in another higher low. So it's kind of in between. So if you look at the weekly chart, you have to lean towards that. It's still bullish on the weekly chart, right? So came back to the trending dots, back tested it. Trending dots are kind of catching back up. So you can kind of see that I redraw the trend line to the weekly chart on the trending dot on the wicks there, right? So that is kind of what you're watching right there. Just be aware that as a high, possible lower high, reverse candle comes back down, trending dots going to come up. It's close, right? It could go either way. It could literally go either way. But you have to lean towards the weekly chart is bullish. The daily chart is currently bullish as of right now. But if it closes back where it's at right now, just be aware that that could be a bearish engulfing candle, could be a lower high. So that's somewhere in between there. I'm not in a trade on it, so I haven't been watching it very closely, but just be aware that it's currently bullish, but with several signs. Well, there's signs that it could flip bearish and come back down and see lower prices. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully, if you have any follow-up questions, Mala, tag, you know what to do. Tag me in the Discord. If it's a more of a private question like you have in the past, direct message me as well and tag me. So make sure I see your over there. Pronounced correctly. Awesome. That's a win today. Himanshi, thank you. Himanshu Patel, thank you. G-Rod, could you check out CMD? Yes, CMD. Is that Clear Mind Medicine NASDAQ? All right, cool. Thanks for putting all the details. I appreciate that. Make sure I didn't smash the microphone over here. So CMD is dynamite, right? CMD, Clear Mind Medicine. All right, let's get a clear mind on this. Let's get a clear read on the charts over here. Woo wee. Bearish on the daily chart, right? Could have longer term bullish divergence, right? But that would be guessing. There's a big gap up here at $11.81. That's what I see right off the bat. Eventually could fill that gap up there, right? Filled a lot of it on this wick, filled a lot of it, but it's still bearish longer term. Right now, it's still guessing that the bottom is in because why? A higher low hasn't been established yet, right? Could have been a low here, and then it drops right back down, right? So a higher low is the higher probability that the reversal is in. Could it look like that? Once you've got candle closes that, say this is bullish divergence, right? You want to look for a higher low. Once that higher low is put in, is the higher probability of a reversal, but is bearish on the daily chart. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Bearish on the weekly chart. It's ultra bearish on the weekly chart. It would not be a buy for me whatsoever. I'm not guessing bottoms here, right? Could have long-term bullish divergence, but it's bearish. It's bearish. It's ultra bearish on the weekly chart, and there's no signs of a reversal as of right now. Anything beyond that is a guess, and it's been in a bear market since this peak at $654. It's not a buy for me, G-Rod. If you're picking bottoms, you're guessing, and you're going to be wrong more often than not. Hope that helps. I learned a lot with you. Thanks, Esteban. Thank you, my man. Make sure you're smashing it like Esteban. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. I learned a lot from you. I appreciate you saying that, and we'll continue sniping the markets together. Yeah, CMD. Yeah, I covered it. I got it. 40% drop today. Ooh, 40% drop. Thank you. Got it, G-Rod. You got it. Let's circle back here. We're 58 minutes in, and Bitcoin only down 0.5% as of right now. So the candle's not looking as bearish. It won't close until 4 p.m. my time. So what is that? Do the math. 6 hours from now, right? So 6 hours from now, a lot can happen. It could wick up, could wick all the way back down, and then close all the way back up in here. So we will see how it plays out. The candle closes are more important to me than what it's doing while throughout the day, liquidating to the upside, liquidating to the downside, liquidation games playing on lower time frames. We will see how it plays out. MicroStrategy, again, still bearish over there. And we're Ethereum still currently bullish on the daily chart. Mana, pending buy. Sand, pending buy. Chainlink, we already covered all this. Had a buy signal yesterday. DOT had a buy signal yesterday. Near, we're just cautiously optimistic on crypto, right? They had 30 to 40% pullbacks, but we're cautiously optimistic because there's still targets to be had to the downside. Solana had a buy signal a few days ago. Cautiously optimistic because there are other targets to the downside, and Bitcoin, etc. Cardano, cautiously optimistic. This trend line is more like this, right? But, we talked about it. Matic, cautiously optimistic. So with that, I think that's about it. Let's see what else. Can I ask one more? One more, G-Rod. You're going to make me turn the hat on backwards and go over an hour. That's the new tradition we started. Some people don't like it. I saw in the comments. Some people like it. They say that I look too boyish, but I'm 44, right? I don't mind looking boyish when I'm 44 years old. So if I look a little boyish instead of manlyish at 44, I'm okay with that. And you can't please everybody, right? You can't please everybody. Kit, NASDAQ 4-hour sniper buy. All right, we're 1 hour in. Here we go. Here we go. 1 hour in. All right, we got one more for the road. The show must go on. We're gonna flip the hat on backwards. We're 1 hour in. We're in overtime. Here we go. Kit, NASDAQ 4-hour chart. All right, let's go. One more for the road. You just snuck it in at 58 minutes. If you put in a request this late, it's not guaranteed that you're going to have me chart it for you. You want first come, first serve. Early bird gets a worm, but we're feeling it today, G-Rod, and we're going to flip the hat on backwards for you, my man. And here we go. Here we go. Been watching the live stream since day one. KITT Nauticus Robotics Inc., right? Still bearish on the daily chart. Possible bullish divergence, but it was really oversold, right? Really oversold. Still guessing bottoms on this one as well. Extremely bearish on the weekly chart. Could be long-term bullish divergence going back to September 2022, right? So more than a year. But I'm not taking that buy right now, right? It's not a buy for me. It's long-term bullish divergence. It's extremely bearish. I would need to see a higher probability reversal, and RSI is still at 19 on the weekly chart, and it went as low as 18 recently, and went as low as 11. So with that, it's nowhere near a buy for me. I wait for higher probability reversals. I don't pick bottoms back here at $3.59. Why? Because it could go lower and you could be down 92% from there, right? I don't pick bottoms down here, even though it's oversold, right? Back in May of 2023. Why? Because it could drop another 80% from there, right? I don't pick bottoms. I wait for higher probability reversals. With that, I hope that helps you out. Thank you. You got it. Sorry, my man, can do tomorrow if you like. Nope, I got it. We knocked it out. Let's go. Let's go, G-Rod. I don't pick bottoms. I wait for higher probability reversals. We didn't pick bottoms at Bitcoin 15,500. We didn't pick Bitcoin bottoms at $34,000 in the bear market. We waited for a higher probability reversal on Bitcoin, and we took a long position at 16,800 with leverage. We put our money where our mouth is. We took profits at the top of Bitcoin a little bit later than what I wanted at $60,750 to be more precise. $60,750. We'll continue to sniper the markets together. Thank you for smashing the like button. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all of your support. I appreciate you. And we'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 hour, a little bit earlier than normal. And because I got an appointment, it's going to be thank God it's Friday. It's going to be 30 minutes, no more. It's going to be very short, quick, to the punch. So if you have any requests, get in early, and we're going to continue sniping the markets tomorrow. Let's go. Rock and roll. Daniel, thanks, everyone. I appreciate you. Have a good rest of your day, and we will see you mañana. That's Spanish. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you. Bye.